Alrighty, we are live. As Michael walks away. Welcome everyone to 3 DMs and a Tale, and without any further ado, hopefully nothing else will liven up the day outside of the show. This is 3 DMs and a Tale. This is a D&D styled improv show where I, your host, Aaron Solomon, have gathered 4 DMs of notable experience to come in and create a story off the top, out the gate, no prep. And so, let me go ahead and actually give this over. I'll start out with Aaron, Brian above me. Go ahead, guys, and just introduce yourselves.
No.
Manatee, you're up.
Hello, I am Manatee, and I've been a DM for 8 years. And I don't know. I have the brain of a barbarian and the yeah, okay. Next.
All right, I'm Sean. I've been a DM and a player for well over 20 years now. I just stream on Twitch, and that's pretty much it.
Michael, go ahead. Since Aaron has made this weird.
I am Michael. I also go as by Blackstack GM. I've DM for a little over 15 years, and I do it professionally, or have been doing it professionally for 6.
Aaron, are you prepared to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Hello, my name is Aaron Justin Bryan, aka Gedwin from Table Knights Entertainment. You can find me on Twitch. And I have been GMing for 18 years, been professional for 5 years now. And I make games and write them and all this other stuff. It's super dope.
This is all true. We have gathered ourselves a host. A proper host. Now, the nature of the game is that this D4 will decide who is going to be the head DM for this session, for this story that we're about to embark onto. The rest of the DMs gathered here will become players for the duration, and what the head DM will have to provide at the start, once their number, Aaron Bryant being 1, Manatee being 2, Sean Rima being 3, and Michael being 4. They will have to provide a genre and a theme to at least help color what kind of environment that we are in, what kind of setting we're in, so to speak, and sort of bring the world to life. And then the players will basically be permitted to either be drop themselves in, or be brought in by the DM with a classic, "So, what are you doing?" Now, I think without further ado, let's go ahead and give this dice a roll. That's a 1. And that means Aaron's going to be the head DM for like the 3rd time in the show's history.
I've already done one of these.
Would you like me to re-roll this? I'll give you the mulligan. You've already done a story this season.
I
Yeah,
have.
that's true.
Alrighty.
Someone else, for the love of God.
Fiddlesticks.
No, fuck you.
Roll the
Fuck
one
you. I
again.
swear to God.
Come at
Okay,
The universe was
okay,
like, come at me, bro.
Okay. One more time. If it doesn't one more time, I will relent and let this fuck me in the ass.
You know what?
Just throw it at the wall.
I did. Ah, fuck. That is on a 2 in the corner of my seat.
Alrighty.
That is Manatee.
I escape
You were
again.
supposed to be lucky. You were supposed to be lucky.
Yes,
This
blame.
is your fault.
Hit him harder in the face, cat. Alrighty.
Just-
Manatee, after 1 honest dice roll, we have landed on you
Yeah, of course.
as the head DM for this episode, because I honestly don't want to torture Aaron any further than is already necessary.
That's why we were here.
Wrong Aaron.
What a classic event that occurred.
God damn it.
I'm gonna
Not
get
once,
picked again
but
at the
twice.
next one. Oh.
Insert circus music.
You may not be at the next one, Aaron. You might actually.
Oh, that's
just-
right.
You may not even be casted. So, big gasp.
That'd
All
be a
right,
shock.
Manatee,
But,
set us up with a genre. What do you got?
so, genre, I will say, is trying to think what name it. I'm just gonna go Kung Fu.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Get the
That'll be
wushu
the-
in this bitch.
That'll be the genre. The theme will be protection. So, there's a small village tucked away in the mountains. Large, rains all the time, rolling green mountains and hills and whatnot. Beautiful sunsets. There, and again, I already mentioned a small farming village tucked away in these valleys. As far as characters go, let's go over everyone's characters first. Starting with Aaron.
Audio issues. Trying to fix.
Oh, never mind. Okay, let's start with Remo then.
Okay. My name's Chet Nord,
All right.
and I practice Tai Chi, and I'm trying to convince people that it's a serious martial art and not just a stretching exercise.
Okay.
So, kind of like in a grifter style. Kind of
Right.
out of place for some of the bigger, more well-known dojos and stuff like that. I run just basically like a corner stall in the park type of situation.
Okay, so you run your own training place. And what's your race? What do you look like?
I'll just be a standard human,
Okay.
kind of above average height and like kind of a lanky build, skinnier than I probably should be. Just not too fancy, kind of downtrodden and threadbare clothing.
Alrighty.
And what was your name again?
Chet Nord.
We'll go Michael next with this. What is your character within this universe?
I am Master Tofu Quack, and I am a master of the drunken martial arts.
Alrighty.
I drink to excess, and because of this, I am able to take many blow and occasionally deflect many a blow. I live as a
Alright.
vagrant most of the time in
Alrighty.
various ditches and rice fields.
All right. And are you going to be a standard human as well?
We'll say that there's just a little bit of whimsy. I am a Eladrin. So I am a seasonal elf. I change based on the season, or in my particular
Okay.
case, based on the booze that I drink.
I love that.
Nice.
And what was your name again, Michael?
Tofu Quack. Tofu because that's the food that I eat the most, and Quack because that was the first creature that ever spoke to me. As far as I can remember after the last blackout.
That's great. Aaron, is your audio issue fixed?
Currently still solving it, would appear. I'm chatting with him about
Still
it.
solving it?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and start with the two characters for now. How do y'all find yourselves within this small farming village? It's a no-name village.
I do
Nobody's
have my
ever
character
heard of it. Oh, are you playing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Solomon, what's your character in this universe?
My name is Mrs. Quack. I was the first person that talked to Tofu when we were children, and I saw that I thought he was like really cute, and he was really strong at 8 years of age, and
Are you a duck?
no, of course not. No,
They're duck kin, clearly.
but
Are you just standard human in this?
Yeah, just standard female human. Just been running. Unfortunately, my family runs a distillery for and that's kind of why he was always hanging out. And we eventually got married. He took my name because he didn't have a name. So that's where he got the Quack from. I'm from the Quack distillery family. But he does good work, taking out the trash, and that's it. Uh, and so
Perfect.
he's my dad's not too happy about like my selection in men, but maybe he could have hired different people. Tofu's father, I don't remember his name, but could have picked a different janitor to inherit the role. So
And Aaron, what is your character within this universe?
I am Dummy, an ascended training dummy.
Nice.
My martial art is being hit and punching people.
So turtle. Or tortoise.
Whatever that is, sure.
Warforge. You're a wooden Warforge. Highly flammable, but you pack a punch.
Alrighty.
do you adopt?
Creak.
Greek.
That is my method of communication.
Wait, what's your method of communication? Screech?
No, creak.
He creaks like the wooden floors he was built from.
Who
My-
understands you?
Our distillery is sometimes rumored to have magical properties for the spirits that it puts out, and apparently this one was birthed from an old barrel, an old set of barrels.
It makes spirits out of spirits.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, and that's how we got Dummy, our lovely wood forged, as we call him.
Now, as you guys establish yourselves within the universe, how do you guys find yourself within this no-name village?
Oh well, I was born and raised here. My family's been here for generations, making spirits for the local emperor and for the village, just providing that kind of economy, jobs, and so on. And as the quacks have done good work for, infrastructure and bridges, not medicine though.
Okay.
Tofu wound up here because he was on the back of a cart, and when he was found, the individual kicked him out of the cart, and he rolled into a ditch, which happened to be where the distillery was emptying its waste. And I sat for many months drinking really awful grain alcohol that came out. Just the
All right. I had to stop and kick some freeloader off of my wagon on my way into town, and so I figured that I'd stay and probably be in the center of town, passing out flyers for a free introductory Tai Chi class.
Do you establish a
Not like an established, like I'm saving up for it, but I can never really amass enough money to like actually start my business. So I just find like a field somewhere and have people just gather there, and then and sometimes we get run off because it's like private property and things like that, so it's real awkward.
damn landlords?
Yeah.
And Dummy, you came to sentience because of the magical
5 minutes
wood.
ago.
5 minutes. 5 minutes
My
ago.
very short life has been nothing but pain. I
You
don't
knew?
know what's going on, but I've been hit 777 times in the
I was
span of 5
practicing on it.
minutes.
I was practicing on this dummy, and all of a sudden it slapped me back, and I'm pretty sure it was an alcoholic hallucination.
What you been drinking?
When you finally stop beating the dog piss out of me, I go, "Why did you do that?"
Holy shit, it speaks.
I'm there watching my husband practice his kung fu, and
It's just him drinking cool Coors Light in the dojo.
Honey, is that-
roundhouse kicks?
honey, is that Dummy?
Just doing the whole hoo ha ha.
Hits himself with nunchucks.
Just have a gourd that I'm just constantly drinking whiskey, which turns me into a fiery eladrin.
Gets me every time. Honey, did that Dummy just talk to you?
Yes, I am in pain. Help. And I begin walking towards you.
Apparently,
Please.
it's in pain.
Oh, honey, stop it! Stop it! He's walking towards me.
I'll just tap on your shoulder. Do you need a hug? We hug it out, because I can.
What? What
hug.
is hug?
I just like reach in and be like hug and like embrace you. It's a
There
it's
is
a
no
hug.
pain.
It's like apparently it's good stuff.
I pat him on the back. Yes.
What is
Thank you.
what is your name, Woodman?
I don't have that.
You
His
don't.
name is Training Dummy. I mean, you can have the name Dummy. First name Training.
Dummy Woodsman.
I shall become dummy.
And we can make you our adopted child.
I don't like this.
Mother.
He can be Dummy
Mother.
Quack.
What did you just call me?
Mother.
Said it 3 times. This is and we're like young of age, so like we could still have children, but this is like quite a lot to like take us. Like, we're gonna have.
I'm
kids.
the size of a fully grown man.
And I'm too pissed drunk to really think about it in any good way.
I could be your mother. This is a lot to take. It's a lot to take in right now.
So, is it just you, or are there other members of the family within the Quack estate?
Currently, no. We're on just our like lone, very nice, modest house. We're on the front yard with like all the sets of dummies that Tofu likes to practice on. This one was like extra special, of course, because it came down from a set of legendary spirits, like set of barrels of legendary spirits that went to the Emperor. And apparently we've reached enough training in this summer that he's brought this one to life. And I'm looking at the others, very paranoid, like, don't hit the other ones anymore. So
My brothers.
As you're reacting to this information, your neighbor is hanging laundry up, and they are staring at the events happening before them.
Haven't you ever seen a dummy piece of wood come to life before?
that's not a normal
No
thing,
reason to
Tofu.
stare.
Tofu, shut up. That's not a normal thing.
I will go greet them.
No.
Go walk over to the people.
Mary, go inside. Mary, go inside. Oh,
This
God.
neighbor drops the sheet that they were doing, and they run off going, "Help!
Debbie, come back. Let's go inside. No, Mary's fine. Mary's just putting up laundry. I don't even think you know what that is. Dummy, come with me. Let's go inside. We can sit down and we could figure this out.
I turn back around and I go, hello, and I punch her right in the face. Because that's the only thing I know. That is agreed.
You and I need to get to a bar as soon as possible. Things are gonna get real fun.
Do you
Did I do
contest
good,
this,
Mother?
Mrs. Quack?"
No. Oh.
You do not contest.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Punching.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to cause you pain. That I thought that was a greeting. It is how Father has greeted me multiple times.
That's so sad.
We
So,
need to.
time passes as you guys are trying to hide your freak accident, your unwanted
Yeah,
child.
that is what you call a child.
You hear a gong start ringing, and for those of y'all that are from the village, that is a universal signal that something is afoot, and it requires every member of the village's attention.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, that must be a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Tofu. Go, Ant. You need to go check that out. This could be an opportunity for you to get some other work.
Okay. Hey, Jimmy, you want to go hit things and get paid for it?
No, that's not what he just got. No,
Will this
no.
please Mother and Father? If so, then yes.
It's good. You can carry the booze when I come back.
Excellent.
Don't wait up. You know how I get when I get to the bar. I'll drink everyone under the table and then some.
With like seeing blood on my fingers from like the nosebleed I was given by getting punched in the face by my 2-minute-old, and just a swirling head has like, I'm gonna go sit
Goodbye,
down.
Mother.
I'm gonna go sit at like
I'm
the
off
bench.
to commit violence in your name.
Oh no.
No, commit it in your mother's name. She's got the
Yes.
connections.
I will be committing violence in your name, mother.
No, please.
So
Oh.
I'm assuming y'all are heading to the center, the village center,
Yes.
where they have these meetings. Everyone's freaked out because, well, not freaked out of the vagrant. That's a normal Tuesday for them. But seeing this freakish wooden dummy just walk like Frankenstein in the middle of the street, there is no town guard to speak of, so the most you get is trembling villagers with improvised spears and pikes.
Has
And
Mary
they're
like gone
scream-
ahead and like spread the gossip inside of like 5 seconds? Like
Oh
like Tofu and Dummy took like the scenic route because
Oh, yeah,
neither of
no,
them know
that-
how to actually get to the city center. So like
That
Mary's
is-
just let the
that
gossip run through.
That
We've
is the
been following the
reason
sound of the gong.
the meeting. That is the reason the meeting even happened in the first place, because of Mary demanding that the whole village gather to discuss what the hell is going on.
I'd be in the center of town prior to that happening, kind of trying to pass out flyers like, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is the deal of a lifetime, a totally 100%, the most lethal, the baddest, the biggest, the fanciest martial art you've ever heard of.
How
And,
long
like-
have you been? Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
How
you go
long
ahead.
has he been in town? Tofu.
Long enough that apparently I seduced the Quack family's daughter and married her.
When we were like both
So-
children, basically. So
Okay, so a long
Yeah.
time. A long time.
Okay.
Yeah. People
I
are
would say
basically
I'm
just
probably a great deal older than Mrs. Quack because I showed
Yeah.
up drunk.
so for the most part, I've probably burned a lot of bridges in town as far as like the way that the lessons have gone over time, and nobody really takes me seriously. So business has been a little slow.
But-
I'd be facing, like, if they were walking up from behind, I would be facing away from them, like where the crowd has assembled, and being like trying to pass out flyers to anybody who is willing to take them.
I could see that, but that is why you will roll at disadvantage to see if any are enticed or if they're more interested in what rings the gong.
Okay. All right. So let me grab my D20 right quick here.
Alrighty.
note to everyone, have your D20s and your deck of cards at the ready. I don't know if we're gonna get into combat in this story, but it is a good thing to have.
Yes.
A martial arts story without combat? What?
We could.
What?
We could.
You're just meditating the
Alright.
entire time.
I'm currently meditating, passed out on my frickin' front porch from wooziness and blood loss.
I got a
So-
17
The
and a
baby's
20,
first
so
brain
17.
bashing.
So the older people ignore you because they know who you are. The more impressionable younger members of the village are enticed. They have never seen a kung fu master. They have heard about a kung fu master, so they are intrigued by your proposal. At least 4 of them.
I will teach you the mysterious ways of the martial art from the north. I'm just gonna keep pandering
Wow.
as like now people are like noticing them coming up.
Alrighty.
As Dummy and I walk up, is everyone in town like currently at the square?
They are, and 2 farmers are screaming at y'all with improvised
Whoa.
spears and pikes in their hands.
Before we get in there,
Uh,
I just look at Dummy and go, "Hey, Dummy, you see how everyone's over there? They're distracted.
Yes.
I'm gonna teach you how to get free booze for life." And I just walk into the tavern, grab a few bottles, and walk out and be like, "See, no one's watching the till. We just take it and we leave."
Understood.
And I
There is
just
a-
put it in a satchel.
There is a problem. These 2, I guess I call them vigilantes, are screaming at you now. Hey, stop! Stop at the sake.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
We saw you.
They're talking
I own
about
this
the sake
establishment.
that you took from the establishment without payment.
I own this establishment. Pretty sure.
Roll
This
a
is a quack bar.
persuasion disadvantage.
I'm gonna let the DM decide whether or not that's actually a quack bar of like our brand.
That's a 13. Like, not the most persuasive person.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay, so it is a quack bar, and they just remember. Oh, but we don't think you could do that though. Like, is he
Pretty sure I
allowed?
can. Pretty sure I can. See, I got a bouncer now, and I just point to Dummy. He's also my child. Don't ask questions. This is too much.
They flinch and they point their weapons at the dummy.
You would hurt a child? This poor innocent child?
What the hell is that thing? That ain't no child I ever seen.
He's a wooden child. You see, he's Dummy. Named him myself.
Please see.
May I greet you?
Remember. Lightly.
No. You stay back. You just go into the center right over there, but you stay away from us. We don't know if you're infected with demons or whatever.
Noted.
You'll
do
grow
not
on
wish
him.
to be greeted. Understood.
And they escort y'all as threateningly as a skinny farmer can be into the village center. And everyone is appalled, and the village elder comes up. Have you been doing any magic?
Me?
Other than me transforming whenever I drink different booze, no.
Are you making potions?
Am I comput? No, my wife makes alcohol for the emperor.
Your wife ain't doing witchcraft, is she?
That's a good question. She might be.
So that explains that.
Would you like
No,
a
he
greeting?
came because I hit him a lot.
So you did witchcraft.
I look at Dummy. Did I do witchcraft? I look at my hands. I didn't even know I could do that.
Having recovered my senses and like my lightheadedness and done like a minor calculation of like, what did I just do? Sending both of them off into town unsupervised. I can roll for this too. I want to make my way to the town center to be prepared to do damage control because I have no idea any of this is happening.
That'll be a move, but yeah, go ahead, just roll a flat d20 for that.
That's a 10. So do I make it in?
Alrighty.
I'll let that inform you of when I show up.
You go at a moderate pace,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, as you're going at this moderate pace, it's not enough to see that the villagers are trying to apprehend Dummy and Tofu.
Do they try and handcuff us in any way, or put?
They're trying to tie ropes on y'all.
Would I have noticed the commotion by now?
Yes.
Yes, you would have.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Oh, I was gonna be like, everybody, stand back. This is a perfect application for my northern fighting style, and I'm gonna take up a Tai Chi stance in front of him.
In front of me?
Yeah.
How do you respond, Dummy?
Would you like a greeting?
It's like completely non-threatening.
Your stance is completely non-threatening?
Yeah. Because it's just like a stretching pose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his response is, "Would you like a greeting?"
I just look. I'm like, come on. I look at Quack. Like, what do you got? What are you doing? Come on.
I look at Dummy. He wants a greeting. A really good one. Like, just put everything you have into it.
Excellent.
As you're saying this, are the villagers apprehending you, or are you fighting back at them?
Oh, no, I'm putting my hands out.
Okay, so you're not. So as you're being tied up, it's like, oh, yeah.
Give him a really good greeting. And can I just, as they're apprehending me, just like occasionally give them pointers, like slip my hand out and be like, you got to be tighter here. And then put my hand back in the knot.
I see you know your judo well.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, you could definitely do that. As this is going on, I guess it'll boil down to sorry, the name list is up here. Chet Nord and Dummy. Dummy, do you try to greet Chet?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna greet the shit out of him.
Alrighty. Roll. Go ahead, both of y'all. Roll a d20.
Okay. 14.
19.
You greet him. How do you greet him?
I walk up and go, dispensing greeting, and I grab him on the shoulder.
I'm just gonna be like, in between getting punched, I'm just gonna be like, oh my, you're a big boy. God.
I walled him good.
After the third one, I stop, and then I'm like, you may now greet me.
I'm just gonna drop because I'm like partially unconscious from the rapid beating to my head.
At this point, I would like to. At this point, I'd like to appear like as like at the last. I just come into view at this last punch, and he just gets dropped, and I'm just like, Dummy, what are you doing?
You come in at the last punch. Your husband is tied up for some reason.
That's actually the least surprising thing of this entire situation.
Yeah, I know. Chet is knocked the fuck out, and the village panics, and they bum rush Dummy, and you come in right in the middle of it. So you come in, and the village is about to rush Dummy. How do you respond to all of this? What is your priority, Mrs. Quack?
I'm kind of getting into hysterics because I'm between this being like kind of a new child for like what's happened, like, and I know where the wood from these dummies that my husband practiced on comes from, and so I was like, this is all like because I don't practice witchcraft, but we are getting some of our materials, especially for special cases, from special people in the countryside that make like really fine wood from hopefully special forests.
This is a metaphor for accidental pregnancy while you're on birth control.
The special forest.
When Yaz goes to no. And so I am in a panic, but I just start shrieking at them. I was like, "Yo, leave Dummy alone!" And I'm just like backhanding people and stuff. I have no training.
Well, I was about to say, when you talked, it cut you off. You were so high pitched.
None of that came through just now, did it?
No.
No.
Stop being so shrill.
None of that.
No.
The gate, it won't let me come. So I start screaming and yelling. I was like, "You Dummy, let him go!" I'm just
Okay,
sneaking.
so you're slapping everyone.
I'm slapping people, getting through. I am a tiny woman, but I am ferocious.
Do you have a shoe? A sandal?
Go ahead.
Specifically.
You know what? Yeah. We're pulling out the culture.
Go ahead.
I have a chancla. I have a sandal. I have a chancla. I have whatever it's called in other cultures. I am just.
All right, go ahead. Roll a d20 as you practice your form of kung fu.
That's a 5.
Solid.
Wow.
So they managed to calm down the situation. The village elder going, "Okay, you." He points at Mrs. Quack. "Do you do witchcraft?"
No, I do not do witchcraft. This is not a child.
What the hell is this?
This is a miracle. There is a soul and a spirit in that golem, that wood, in Dummy.
It is unnatural.
I would agree that it is unnatural. It is not, but it is not so unnatural that it is evil. Unfortunately, my husband
We
introduced.
don't know that.
The only reason he shut up, you. The only reason he punched the shit out of that half-assed kung fu master is because the only greeting that Dummy has known, thanks to my idiot husband, is punches.
And just one Mrs. Quack, and I'm gonna bow to her. Like
I'm giving daggers, but I'm
Bruce
letting him
Willis.
talk. I'm letting him talk, but I'm just like,
I can assure you, he's natural. I mean, he's made of wood, real solid wood.
how did that contribute to any of this?
Oh, I beat the shit out of him. He's good. And I do that when I take my hand out of the ropes. I'm like, he's really good, and then I slip it back in.
Dummy, are you raising your hand for some reason?
Yes. As my father described me, I am a bouncing baby boy.
Proud.
Oh gosh, oh no. Wait, did you call him a bouncer?
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, yes, you.
We robbed
Okay.
the quack.
Regardless, we want to confirm if the spirit that possessed this tree is evil, because we don't know that, and we need you to go to a nearby temple to cleanse, validate, verify, or whatnot.
So do we? Okay, well, we can go to the quack. We can go to my family's temple, the Quack Temple, and see if
they
they.
the quack temple? Sorry, I'll just sit over here and quietly take some soju from my bag and just start drinking it.
One moment. I don't know if I said this in character, but the first thing that came to my mind when you said that was, Mother, that seems like a conflict of interest.
It's kind of why I shifty-eyed while I was saying it. We can go to.
Wait, hold up. You have a temple
Yeah,
in your estate.
yeah, we have clerics too.
Bullshit.
We're just because we.
I am the village elder. I have lived here 80 years, and I have never heard of a temple within this village.
Well, it's actually just outside of the border. Like it's like a half day's travel.
How
It's-
come I've never seen any clerics there?
Because we kind of keep it intimate and personal. It's a family temple. It's not for everyone to be in there, Jim.
I'm gonna say, seems convenient.
And then I look around. Is anybody here a cleric for this temple that Mrs. Quack is discussing?
I raise my hand. Yes, and they pay me very well. Isn't that right, Mrs.
You're
Quack?
a con man. Shut the hell up.
And I'll just fade back.
I just jab him in
Anybody
the
else?
ribs. I just jab Nord in the ribs and go, see, I married up. She's loaded. I don't know what I did, but she's loaded.
I know. I keep telling her she needs to go with a sensible bantam like me, but alas.
You are very sensible.
I like
You're
overhear
stupid,
this.
but sensible.
I overhear this, and
You're
at the
sensible, and your face is
Eddie.
very soft.
The village elder's looking around and nobody raises their hand. Huh. So, clerics, huh?
yes, we have our private clerics. Why? He lives on site. Of course, one of our clerics wouldn't be in here in town. What, would you prefer that we go to like one of your dingy, rundown temples? We've tried to renovate them, but you don't want
We
that
don't-
to happen.
We don't have any temples here. We have to make a pilgrimage up to the temple on top of the mountain.
Oh, that's just so far, and I hate.
You know this if you get outside the estate and actually talk to us.
Why?
Yeah,
We're all
We
no,
do
actually,
business with you.
Why?
that's actually the first smart thing you've said all day, honey.
I look at Dummy. See, I say smart things all the time. And I'll just take a big
Well,
whiff of.
you've said many things today, and that was apparently the only smart one. So, by ratios, no.
You see that I dropped the empty bottle of soju, and now I have like a bottle of whiskey, and I am like drinking it.
The village elder's
Okay.
like, look, regardless, you understand my concern. I don't want demons running around in the village temple, and I want somebody with imperial certification to verify.
Okay,
this.
fine.
You
We'll-
understand my concern.
So do we need to go to the top of? Do we need to go to the mountainside temple where that has the imperial certification to verify that our new child here, Dummy, is not demon possessed or anything? Is that what we're looking for
Yes.
here?
And at the very least, if he is a demon, he'll be out of the village. But anyway, you weren't supposed to hear that one. Yes. So
I'm gonna point and like try to be doing the math when she mentions the word child, and just like I'm gonna point at her, and then I'm gonna point at him, and then I'm gonna look at Dummy, and then I'm just gonna take the empty gourd that he dropped and like get the last few bits of sake out of it.
And I reach in my back pocket because of course I have like little vials available for like fueling my husband's habit. I was like, "You're stupid." There's
eternal
nothing.
binge.
I take it. And I go.
No, no, that wasn't for you.
I go, this is good stuff. And I hand it to him.
No, that wasn't.
The village elder points at Dummy. Yes, demon wood child.
If it helps, I don't think I'm a demon.
And
I taught him to hug. Just so you're all aware.
and
Taught him to hug.
and Dummy, I believe you. I don't think I have
He
not
points-
detected any malice out of you
He
today.
points to Chet. No malice, huh?
Do you know what a greeting,
I was just saying hello.
Dummy?
Technically, his face hit his fist multiple times.
It's like giving someone a kiss with your knuckles.
See?
I can't argue that.
Now, I think we can make this trek today. We can certify that Dummy here is not of any evil spirits, and we can take care of our new son. So can we at least have that grace for at least the day or the week? I don't remember how long it takes to get up to that godforsaken mountain, but
You're gonna need a guide. I'm gonna grab my pack that's on the ground.
my eyes
trust
roll.
Me, you're
at
gonna
this.
need a guide. I know the way. I've been there hundreds of times, thousands of times even.
You
Back
make
and
no
forth, you know
pilgrimage
me.
to the temple. No wonder you have demons in your distillery.
I look at to Chet Nord and I go, "You're a guide? I didn't
I'm a
know
guide.
that."
Oh, I'm the best guide, the greatest guide you've ever seen. I am the
He's
most
really good.
guiding guide you have ever known.
Can I ask
He's really
you to
good at
persuade
going
me?
to the floor.
See, that's already one place that you've seen me travel.
Can I
I'm
ask
just
you
gonna
to
like
persuade me?
guns, like
Just like I am so liquored up right now. So just persuade me with I don't care what.
Okay, and I can show you the secret reserve along the way. There's smugglers that stash the good stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the
Right
mountain
in front
stuff.
of the emperor.
I take my hand out of the restraints
For the
and tap my
village.
wife. We should have him take us there. He knows all the good spots.
I bow deeply over and over and over again. Please, Mrs. Quack, you know I'm good for it.
And when the village elder scowls at me for having my restraints off, I hurry and slide them back in.
It's like he's not even mad. He's just like, how? Never mind. Well then. I think this will probably be a good
To be continued.
Cliffhanger.
We're going.
cliffhanger. Yes.
We're going on a little quest here, and in a kung fu genre without any combat yet. Who fucking saw that coming?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say that.
It's combat
You get,
I beat the shit out of some people.
actually,
and attempted combat.
I do have a broken nose to see if that. Alrighty, to be continued.
Too.